Today I'm going to respond to a TikToker named, I think, Aya, whose statements promote hatred against the Fulani people. So I'm going to publish my video in English responding to this young woman, Aya, who has been making hateful and stigmatizing statements about widely present African community, the Fulani people. This woman represents Hersley as half Pan-Africans, but she is not Pan-Africanist at all. What she said is very dangerous, and we have to correct her. So, yet what she's doing is she promotes, contradicts the very, very essence of Pan-Africanism. Pan-Africanism is grounded in unity, in solidarity, and respect among African people. So it's very important to know that. I will play an expert of her statement, and you will listen to her, and I'm going to respond point by point, correcting historical inaccuracies and challenging claims that rely on the prejudice, stereotype, and lack of understanding, lack of knowledge of African history. So it's very important. I'm going to play. I don't play all the video, but it's important you see who is this lady and what she's saying about Fulani people.
Guys, basically something is going on. It's going viral in Ghana right now, and I see the video and I say, let me say something about it. What is it? It's the main news we discussed about it last time, whereby a lot of Fulas are fighting for their base, their state in Ghana, and they want to have Ghana citizenship by saying they are part of Ghana, and then they want to be recognized in Ghana. Guys, listen, see.
My name is Adia Orejallo. I'm the woman organizer of the Fulani Youth Association of Ghana.
Okay.
My question is about the citizenship. The way they deny we, the Zongo community, the Ghana card and the passports, especially we, the Fulanis, including voters ID, we've been denied. We want to know, Mr. President, or we want you to give us assurance if we, the Zongo community or the Fulbe community, vote for you if you come to power. What are the measures we are going to put it down for us so that we get this citizenship?
If you go to the War Memorial in Kumasi, you see the names of fallen soldiers from the World War. That is when Ghana was Gold Coast and Britain was our colonial master. And if you read it, you will see Sergeant something Ajimai. You see Alasan Fulani. You see Salifu Dagati. You see Seydou Zambrama. You see Yakubu Gurushi. All right.
Okay. Okay. I recently see the video 9 hours ago. It's trending, and this woman you watch is a woman organizing the full way in Ghana, and it's asking the president of Ghana, why are we denying our passport, our citizenship, our Ghana ID, a lot in the Zongo side, and the full bay? Why are they not involving the community? And His Excellency President John Dramani Mahama is giving her quotation. He's giving her policy speech. He's giving her a leadership speech. He's giving her politics way of doing things, where he's telling her how Fulani fought with Ghana when Ghana was Gold Coast under the British control, and they were alongside fighting with the remaining other tribes in Ghana to get independent. Now, I rush quickly to where I can search. I ask, how many tribes fought for Ghana independent? Lo and behold, I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 major tribes under the nationalist unity. I think they are political parties that are fighting for power.
Ok, donc je vais juste arrêter parce que c'est un peu long. Sorry guys, I'm going to continue with my video in English. So, you see, this lady is very, very dangerous. First, she thinks that Fulani people are not Ghanaian at all. They are foreigners, and this is not true. The Fulani are not foreigners in Ghana. They have lived there for centuries, including for millennia, just as they crossed more than 20 countries along the Sahelian and the Savannah Belt in Africa, in West Africa, in Central Africa, in East Africa, from the Atlantic coast to the Red Sea, from Senegal to Sudan. This is very important to know. So, questioning their legitimacy in Ghana reflects a serious misunderstanding of African historical, sociological, geographical, and anthropological realities. This woman is not educated at all. The second thing is, she said, when Ghana was independent, it was seven ethnic groups, 7 tribes who fought for Ghana independence. Ghana independence was not the work of 7 ethnic groups. That is not true at all. Claiming that only 7 ethnic groups fought for Ghana's independence is historically inaccurate. Independence was achieved through the effort of patriotic Ghanaians from diverse community and social backgrounds under the leadership of Kwame Nkrumah. Okay, it's not a seven ethnic group who fought for independence. So reducing a national liberation struggle to an ethnic narrative is not only incorrect but also very, very dangerous. Such claims requires credible historical evidence. I invite this lady to study more, to learn more, and not to say wrong things, nasty things, and divide Ghanaian and African. The third thing is, she said, the claim that Fulani were few number is unfounded. I think it's unfounded. What she says, Ghanaian Fulani people are very few in Ghana and they are foreigners. So the assertion that Fulani were few in Ghana during the independence struggle is just a lack of knowledge. Struggle lacks solid historical support. Their presence in the region is long-standing and rooted in centuries of migration, settlement, and regional exchange. You can't say Fulani people in Ghana are just foreigners and they were not here during the independence liberation. That's not true. So even in the video you shared of the President John Dramani Mahama, his response is very clear. He acknowledges Fulani participation in Ghana's history and mentioned specific name. He said Alassane Fulani and a lot of names in the video. Why you don't say about that? It is important to listen carefully and to interpret sources accurately, not just to tell what you want. Dramani Muhammad said, Fulani people are part of Ghanaians. They were here and they participate for the liberation, and you don't want to mention that. That's not correct. The fourth thing is, when you speak about history, it requires rigor. History is not something very, something everyone are coming and talk about history. No, history is not a speculation. It is based on sources, on research, and methodology. As historian, I am a historian. I am a professor of history. I have my PhD in history. I'm teaching African history, and I know pre-colonial and colonial Africa. My specialization is African history, and I published several books on pre-colonial Africa, including one of my very known book is Africa of Great Empires, 1,000 Years of Economic Prosperity, political unity, social cohesion, and cultural influence. Okay? Understanding the Fulani requires situating them with the broader historical context of Africa alongside other major African communities. During this period, you will see Fulani are very important in Africa. They created empires, kingdoms, sultanates, and they participate of the building in Africa. And you are telling now Fulani are just foreigners, they are not Africans, and we can avoid them having citizens, something like that. You know, you don't know African history. You are very, very limited, woman. The other thing is, you said Fulani, where they are, they put trouble. These countries are in trouble. That is not true at all. Fulani are indigenous to the country, to more than 25 countries in Africa. And the claim that countries recognize Fulani communities are in difficulties is not true at all. Is an unfounded generalization. It is an insult. It is a stereotype, a stigmatization. The Fulani people are indigenous to the countries where they reside, including Ghana, Nigeria, Senegal, Mauritania, Guinea, Gambia, Mali, Niger, Burkina Faso, Togo, Benin, Cote d'Ivoire, Chad, Cameroon, Central Africa, Republic of Sudan, South Sudan, Ethiopia, until Libya and beyond. Their longest-standing presence is evidence of their deep contribution to Africa's development. And Fulani people, geographically, they are the most important population in Africa, and their number is very important. We have more than 50,000 people are Fulanis. If all these people are bad, Africa will not exist at all. So you have to stop your hatred against Fulani. It's not serious at all. You said also in Nigeria, Fulani are causing trouble. That's why in Nigeria. No, yes, that's not true at all. You reference Nigeria without contextualizing the number, saying you don't know that more than 7% of Nigerian population are Fulanis, and Nigeria today is 37 million person. If you do the calculation, it means Fulani are almost 17 million people in Nigeria. Okay? And 17 million people is more than Akan people in Ghana, more than Fante people in Ghana. Okay? And during the long history of Nigeria, Fulani people, they created Sultana of Sokoto, for example, kingdoms. I don't know if you all know their history. Do you know who is Otman Danfajo? Do you know who is Hamed Bello? Do you know more than 4 presidents in Nigeria were Fulani? You just mentioned Yaradua and you said Musa Yaradua. It's not Musa, it is Omaru Yaradua. You are very limited. We have Omaru Yaradua, you have Buhari, you have other presidents, and they are in their country. Why you think the people are not Nigerian? You are so I don't know, you are so stupid, and you just want to have followers in TikTok, and you are saying very dangerous topic, and you make your life in danger. Pay attention. It's not good at all what you are doing. The second thing is you have to learn about political history, because political history is very complex, including Ghana and Nigeria. In Nigeria, as I said, like many African nations, has a very complex political history. It cannot be reduced to simplificate ethnic judgment. We are not in ethnicity. We are not in a stereotype or prejudice. We have to learn. You have to learn historical figures, state building process, and governance structure must be analyzed with more nuance and scholarly seriousness. You don't use sources. You are just talking with your ignorance, and you are dividing our continent, fragilizing our ethnicity, our tribes. That's not correct at all. Also, you are presenting people, Fulani people, just are those who love Islam, and you are very limited. Associating Islam with on single ethnic group is historically incorrect. Okay, nearly half of Africa's population is Muslim nowadays. Many African communities, including Fulanis, Mandinka, Hausa, Wolof, Soninke, Kanuri, Somali, Oromo, and more, and other are Muslims. More than 1,000 years nowadays. Huh? Oromo people in Ethiopia, most of them are Fulanis. Hausa people in Nigeria. Hausa people are more than 30 million person in Nigeria, and most of them are Fulanis. So religion, as in many parts of the world, has been sometimes intersected with political institution. Those This does not justify ethnic stigmatization. In Savannah and Sahel, Africa, most of the kingdom empires, they use Islam to make to better their political institution. It is the same the Western countries they did. They use Christianity for their institution in the Middle Ages until the 18th, 19th century before the colonization, and they export all this religion in the rest of the world. This is not just in Africa. Religion is used to institutionalize politics. To use it is used as political tool. You have to know that if you want to talk about religions. So the danger, what is dangerous in your video is the stigmatization of Fulani people. So the danger of stigmatizing narrative, we don't need this in Africa nowadays. So what is particularly concerning is the tendency to scapegoat an entire community. You don't need to do that. Such rhetoric fuels division and instability. And now in the current Africa, we are proclaiming Pan-Africanism, unity, fight together against imperialism, against neocolonialism, because those imperial and neocolonials, they are using divide to rule. They want to divide our tribes, our ethnicity, our communities, to fragilize our states, and they will control better our resources and our continent. So history shows us, I'm a historian, shows us that colonial and neo-colonial strategies often relied on the divide and rule. You have to learn African history. Divide and rule is not new in Africa. It's not something new, okay? It is a tactic, a strategy used by the colonizer since the 15th, 16th, 17th century until nowadays, okay? So repeating such narrative today weakens African unity. You are not very educated, you don't know anything, and you are just using TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, and dividing Africa. And you are in danger. You make your life in danger. That's not correct at all. Pay attention, please. Also, you don't know West Africa is a historical crossroad. It is a land of melting pot. West Africa has been a historical melting pot for centuries, marked by intermarriage, alliances, trade, shared languages, and cultural exchanges. Okay, artificial opposing communities ignores the deeply interconnected reality. You don't know West Africa at all. All ethnic groups are very, very intermarried. We have a lot of intermarriage in Africa. Okay, nowadays in the Sahel, for example, you are in Sahel, you think you are fighting for Pan-Africanism, but you are doing exactly the opposite. If you go to Mali, their president, Assimi Goïta, his wife is Fulani. The Fulani people are the second ethnic group in Mali. They are very important. They created empires, kingdoms. You know the Massina Empire in Mali. If you go to Burkina Faso, the Liptako region is in Burkina Faso. Liptako is a Fulani name. It means the thing we can't fall down. Liptako. It's Fulani. Now the General Musa Diallo, who is fighting against terrorism in Burkina Faso, he is Fulani. Thomas Sankara. We are all proud of Thomas Sankara. All African people are proud of Thomas Sankara. Sankara was Fulani. Why you think all Fulani people are bad? General Chani in Niger, Nigerian people and African people are very proud of Chani. African people who love sovereignty, who support the Pan-Africanism, they are very proud of Chani. Chani is Fulani. He speaks Hausa, German, but he's Fulani, and in most of his speech, you can see him speaking in Fulani. Why you think all these? You don't know all these people are Fulanis, and you have a very limited idea. You think Fulani is just someone who is living in the forest or someone who we pay to attack. It's not Fulani at all. Fulani are everywhere in Africa, in our institutions, in our economy, in every part in Africa. So we stop stigmatizing our community. Okay? So Ghana's challenges cannot be reduced only on ethnic group. If we want to discuss Ghana's political and economic challenges, we must analyze leadership's decision, governance choices, coup d'etats, foreigners' influence, and economic policies, not single out on the ethnic community responsible. Why you don't talk about those who fought against Kwame Nkrumah, who made coup d'etat and take power? You know Achampon, this man who was against him. In your recent history, your former president, Nana Akufo-Addo, he was a puppet of Western countries. He's not Fulani. Why you don't see that? Why you don't see our current president like Alassane Ouattara, like Patrice Talon, like Paul Biya, like Denis Sassou Nguesso, like I don't know. There are numerous presidents who are the puppet of Western, who are destroying our economy, who are breeding on our resources, who are killing our people. Why you don't talk about them? These are the people who are destroying our African, who are using politics, religions, all what they can to divide our continent and to work with the imperialism and neocolonialism against Africa. If you want to support Africa, you have to talk about that and not to just talk about Fulani people. What is your problem with Fulani people? That's not correct at all. You are not educated. If you are educated, you will know colonial instrumentalization of ethnicity is something real. Colonial powers frequently manipulated ethnic and religious identities to maintain their control. These patterns sometimes persist. Okay, and now that we have the same manipulation. The Fulani are not the only group that has experienced such instrumentalization. You see what happens in Rwanda between Hutu and Tutsi. It was manipulation since the colonization. Okay? Now, why they target Fulani people? As I said, Fulani people are very large in Africa, geographically from Senegal to Sudan. And they are 50 million. And if the colonizers use Fulani people, this can help them very fast to divide Africa, to create war, and to fragilize our state. That's why they target first Fulani and also Tuareg people, and sometimes they oppose everything they can. Use religious leaders like Imam Diko in Mali, use our presidents, all what they can to fragilize our countries. So this is the matter. This is what you have to talk and stop your hatred against Fulani people. That's not correct at all. I'm not very happy when I listen to you in the TikTok. I'm very sad, and I see if Africa is full of a lot of people like you, so that means it's easy to colonize, to recolonize. But I hope Africa is not the Africa you are, African like you are. Because African people now, they are very educated, they are very intelligent, and they know what is the strategy of the colonizer and the neocolonialism. So I want you to go to learn before opening your mouth. Okay? That's very important. So political responsibility is not ethnic. Ethnicity is not a topic for Pan-Africanism. If we want to talk about it, we have to unite. You have to love all Africans. We have to talk something can unite us. Okay? When African leaders compromise sovereignty, mismanage resources, there is a matter of political accountability. You have to talk about that, not ethnicity. Ethnicity is not the problem of Africa. Africa are diverse. Okay? If Fulani people are instrumentalized, in Fulani people, we have many people, they are not educated, they don't know what we are doing to them. And the first step was, if you remember, between 2015 and 2023, the first step was to attack all the villages of Fulani people, to make them angry, to make them very angry against other Africans. And the second step was to recruit people again in Fulani, most of them, and in the Tuareg and others. This is the imperialism. This is the neocolonialism. It is not Africa. In Africa, people are living together since centuries and centuries. If Fulani people were bad, why it's now, it's in 20th century, they are becoming bad against Africans? You have to think, you have to learn, you have to read. Leadership must be evaluated based on action and policy, not in identity. The question of identity is not something very important in our liberation nowadays. Okay? Please go to learn and stop your hatred about Fulani people. Okay? So, violence and manipulation require careful analysis. What makes me sad is you are putting your life in danger. You are in danger. You are in danger, you don't know. In Burkina Faso, there are Fulani there. Fulani people are the third ethnic group after the Moti and the Jula people. And if they see you, they can make your life in danger. It's not because you are in Burkina Faso you can tell tell what you want. Traore will not be happy with your speech, with your videos. Goita is not happy with your videos. Same for Chani. Same for all Burkinabes, Malian, Nigerian, and African who support the revolution, who support the liberation. You are an evil people. You are very bad, and you are not educated. You are full of hate. You are full of hate. Aya, you are very full of hate. Okay, so I invite you to learn, and again to learn before opening your mouth. Okay, so to finish this long video, I just want I want to tell you, Africa needs unity and not division. And what you are doing is to divide Africa, and we don't need that. Okay, I want you this very clear in your mind. Okay, I'm going to finish with a clear April. So telling you to stop stigmatizing Fulani, to be careful, to pay attention, or any other African. Don't stigmatize any other African community. Good people and bad people, good individuals and bad individuals exist in every society, in every tribe, in every country, in every families. Okay? You can't tell us just Fulani people are bad and the others are good. This is not true, and this is not correct. And you are making your life in danger by this speech. Okay? Africa faces significant challenges nowadays. Significant challenges. And we must remain informed, fully, and be united. If you can't join this fight of liberation, please stop fighting ethnic or tribes or Fulani people. Stop that. This is not what we want, okay? I'm Pan-Africanist people, and last time I made a video to sensibilize my community Fulani people. I tell them, some of them are being recruited, but it is an imperialism. They use RFE, TV5, France 24 to show pictures to make you get angry against African, but refuse that. And this video is in French. It is not in English, but if you do my research in my YouTube channel, you will see what I'm talking, because it is my responsibility to sensibilize my community and the rest of Africa. But what you are doing is very, very, very bad and very, very, very dangerous. And I hope this video helps you bring facts back into the conversation and encourages you more responsibility discourse. Before so speaking, we must learn, we must verify, we must reflect on the impact of our words. What are you doing? You don't realize, but it's very, very, very dangerous because you are followed by thousands of people. And if the people, some of them are not educated, they don't know history, and you are telling false truth, you are attacking community. And if you do that, I tell you, if you do that, Fulani people, they can eliminate you, and it's your fault. So stop it. Stop it. Pan-Africanism is not that. Pan-Africanism is not hate. It's not stigmatization. It's not talking about ethnicity, and it's unity. It's to learn. It's educating. It's to realizing we are one. We have to create confederation like Sahel states, federations, to be strong, military, economically, politically, and to have our place in this world. This is what what we need to do. But using your TikTok, insulting Fulani people, what is that? What do you want finally? I invite Burkina Faso people to expel you from Burkina Faso. You don't have your place there. Burkina Faso is land of integrity. Burkina Faso is land of Fulani people. Fulani are in Burkina Faso and in 25 countries in Africa, okay, including in your Ghana. You think you are more Ghanaian than Fulani people, but it is only on your head. It's not true at all, okay? So stop talking about Fulani people. If not so, you will pay your life in danger, and it is a risk of you. So stop it. If you don't know me, I can tell you my name. I am Amadou Ba from Senegal. I'm from Senegal. I live in Canada. I am a professor. I'm a teacher. I speak French most of the time. The first time I decided to do in English is with you because your video are in English, and I want you to listen my video to pay attention. Pay attention. I don't know if your name is Aya. I don't know your name. Pay attention. What you are doing is very dangerous for you and for Africa, for your country Ghana, and for the West African countries. So thank you so much, and I hope you will listen to my video and you will stop it. Thank you.